If you think this is the only type of reel that you can get for catfishing, spinning wise, then you're going to have to check out this episode of Hack to Fish. Now guys, before we start this video, I am going to reference that I have used these quantums for years. And really, the only two complaints I have about these quantums is I've seen a lot of the handles break on them because this is just thin plastic. And I've heard a lot of guys say that these kind of reels don't hold very much mono. Get up to 30 pound, it really don't hold a lot. But me and my wife, we seen something on the internet. It was a buy Ben's place. And what they do is they buy big pallets from Amazon and Target and places like that that don't sell their stock. They put all the items in a bin. They set a price on it, $6 or $5 a piece. And you can go through and get stuff out of the bins if you're interested in it. Fill a bag up, take it up front. A pretty crazy experience if you ask me. But I was going through this bin and I found this. It's a Daiwa spinning reel. And to me at the time it didn't really feel all that heavy. I picked it up and I was like, $6 for a Daiwa salt reel. I'll take a chance on it. So I took it back there. They let the people open it for you. They plug anything up, electronics or anything, and you get to see if it works or what it looks like. This guy opened this box and I was like, oh my God, that is a huge reel. So let me open this thing. Put a handle on it. I am going to emphasize about this reel that it is not like the optix, quantum optics. It's not, you can't reverse the handles on it. So if you can't reel with both hands, this might not be the reel for you. But if you can reel with either hand, you might be interested in this reel. Now, before I show you this reel, I'm going to tell you it is absolutely a monster. This reel is used for small shark fishing on the beach. The reel itself, supposedly, construction and everything, can handle up to 300-pound fish. And if you're catfishing, this reel should be able to handle anything that you throw at it. Alright. Now, this is quite a large spinning reel. But when you stick it up beside this, it really isn't. Now, I've been doing some research online, and the optix 60, like this, is around $25, some places $29. The optix 80 is a little bit more. Both of them have 4:9 ratio on retrieve. Now the retrieve is 33 inches. Now, this beast, I found it anywhere online from $39 to $54. Now, this reel is, I'm going to say, under $50 depending on how you look at it. find it on the internet, order it. You gotta pay shipping and everything. Some people don't include shipping, but I include shipping on a purse just because that's money. I mean, that's coming out of your pocket. So, the handle retrieve on this thing is 39.4 inches compared to this reel, which is 33. Now, I've looked up some drag capacities. The drag capacity on this, I've seen some various sites that say it's 18, and I've seen some sites say that it's 20. On this Daiwa shark reel, you get 33 pounds of drag. Now, if you've got a 100-pound braid with 33 pounds of drag, you should be able to force a fish out of anywhere as long as you don't pull the hook. Now, speaking of line capability, this optix holds around 300 yards of 20-pound test line. Now, that is quite a bit, but when most of the guys I fish with 30-pound mono, up to 40-pound mono, this reel, it's going to be hard to cast, or you're going to be limited on how much line you can put on it with 30 to 40 pounds. Because once you get past 30 pounds, you get a lot of memory in the line, and it's going to be really difficult on this reel. It's a 3-ball bearing system also. Now, on this shark reel, it holds 320 yards of 30-pound mono. It holds over 500 yards of 50-pound braid. And it is a 1-bearing system. Now, I've heard a lot of guys say that in-current catfish seem like they pull a lot harder, they take a lot of line and stuff. If you're limited yourself to small capability of your reel, if you get on a heavy current, that fish is going to be able to pull a lot of line out. Now here's another thing. If you get in heavy current and you start pulling drag and you start tightening this down, eventually it's going to give. There's a lot of rocks, a lot of stretcher, it's going to start rolling up against it, and it's going to give. The smaller your line is, the sooner it's going to give. So, imagine having 320 yards of 30-pound mono, or let's say 280 yards of 40-pound mono. You would have more time to fight the fish. Plus, you could put a 100-pound braid on here, or a 150-pound braid, and have, I'm going to take a wild guess, have about 400 yards of either 400 or 250 yards of fighting capability. Now, if you're throwing a 100-pound braid, that you got 33 pounds of drag. If you've got a good rod, you can turn a catfish anywhere that you want to. Like I said, as long as a hook, you didn't put too much drag, and that hook starts ripping a hole in the fish's mouth, then you got a wide gap, and that hook just falls out. But learning how to use your drag is more important than fighting hard. Now, the really only downside I can see to having a massive reel like this would be casting. This would wear your arm out casting every 30 minutes. That's why I would choose to use a live bait with this, because the live bait is going to move everywhere and you won't have to cast out as much. You can throw live bait out there and it's going to be moving constantly and moving around. I would use this on a float system, do a uni tie with put a bead and stop a slip float. That way the fish could travel around more. And I would use this on a boat. I would definitely use this on a boat. If you're trolling, bumping, or anything like that, and you're a spinning reel guy, I would definitely use this on a boat. Now, this reel, I've had no trouble with this reel. I've hooked some fish with this reel, pretty good size. I haven't had trouble with the back of mine breaking, but I have seen it a lot. These reels are ready for striped bass and decent sized catfish. But if you're in an area that has monster catfish, over 100 pounds, or have an area that's going to produce a good state record, I would definitely spend $25 more and get this. I don't think you're going to break this off. It's rated up to 300 pounds of fish, 33 pounds of drag. It's just big, awkward, and heavy. But it is a Daiwa. Daiwa makes good quality products. And like I said, it's a salt reel. That means it's going to be less corrosion in here. There's going to be less rust. And it's going to be sturdier. Now, getting to the internals on this, the only thing that I see that's really different between this and the Daiwa is the shaft in this is brass. The shaft in this is bigger, stainless steel, and it's got aluminum spool for your line. And this is 25, and like I said, this is under 50. Would you rather take a chance on losing a fish cause this is going to break off, or spend 25 more extra dollars if you're in a boat and fish with this? That's up to you. But like I said, I bought this at a Buy Ben's place for $6. Thought it'd be interesting. I'm gonna do some fishing with it. I'm gonna do some casting videos on it. I've already got 40-pound mono on it. We're gonna cast some videos and see how good this 40-pound mono comes off this reel. I've got an 8-foot rod I'm gonna put it on, and we'll see how it does. Stay tuned in the future to see me cast that monster reel. Alright guys, that's it. That's trying to give you a new perspective of what you can get for $50. It looks like a big tank, but Daiwa puts out good products, and we're going to see how this thing does in the future. Like I said, I'm not going to cast a lot. I'm going to use live bait and stuff. It is really heavy, 30 ounces. But I got a good deal on it. I got it for $6. Now, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the Hack the Fish emblem down at the bottom, and it will take you to how to subscribe and everything. leave a comment of a bigger reel than the optix 60 that you would like to recommend. I know the Quantum makes an optix 80. It's a pretty good size reel also. Cat Match makes a huge reel too. I'm going to leave you with this thought. It's all in perspective. And the reason I got this thing on my head is some of my last videos, people are having a hard time understanding me and at a distance because my camera wasn't picking up anything. And I thought I'd put it on, see if y'all can hear me a lot clearer. And at a distance, it'll be a lot better in some of my videos. You can understand me more, and I won't have to lose what I'm saying or anything. But this was just giving another alternative to a bigger reel, the whole bigger line, and more drag. It may not be recommended for other places. Some places don't have huge catfish. Some places have sturgeon. This will be a good reel for sturgeon. But like we always say, keep on doing what you love and loving what you do. This is Hack the Fish, and I'm out.